Okay, don't mind if we do. Lowered those odds in places where betting is legal, Las Vegas. To give you some relative idea of the parity that these guys have. Shumanov waiting here, trying to unload something on Hopkins.
Shumanov is trying to be a little aggressive, but without being reckless. And you look and you say, yeah, but he's not jabbing, so how's he not being reckless? Because he's keeping his eyes focused on the chest area of Bernard, so anytime Bernard moves, he's going to be in position to either go left or right.
But I'm surprised that more fighters don't try, is to jump on Hopkins, who gets more comfortable as the fight goes along. That's just been his pattern. You have a chance to put rounds in the bank on him, yeah, but once he settles into his groove, it's very difficult to get him out of that groove.
Right.
What Hopkins does is wait, starts to fire right hand leads, frustrates you because you can't get in on him. You exhaust yourself trying to get to him.
And this is exactly what Bernard wants. He wants you to be tentative and hesitant. And the crowd, a few of Shumanov fans yelling Baby.
Traveled a long way to do it.
If he's going to fight like this for the duration, he's not going to come close to winning.
He'll be in the Konechny camp.
Yes.
One of our earlier fights.
Break, don't punch, don't punch, don't punch, don't punch, don't punch. Let him go, let him go, let him go. When I say break, let him go. No punching when I say break, please. Fight.
Talked about the fact that the Shumanov is from Kazakhstan, but now lives in Las Vegas, fights out of Las Vegas.
Kazakhstan has a great boxing program there. You know, I've been there. Has a great, great boxing program.
Time!
Shumanov, both fighters had easy victories in their last. Shumanov stopping Thomas Kovacs in 3 rounds in San Antonio, and Hopkins beating Kara Marat in Atlantic City, New Jersey in October.
Break, don't punch, don't punch, don't punch, don't punch. Break. No,
A little bit of mugging already starting here.
Fight.
Hopkins with some short right hands. And then they tie up.
It's funny because the punch that I see here for Hopkins is a right hand. And the punch I see for Shumanov that's open is a left hook.
And he just tried it.
Yeah, the right hand is there for Hopkins. He just needs to shorten it. And Shumanov, the left hook is there for him.
Break, don't punch, don't punch, don't punch.
And Hopkins likes that right hand
Let
anyway,
him go.
especially the short one.
Fight.
Even as a right hand lead, which you're not supposed to be able to do against righties. But if you do it from an angle and you have quickness, you can get away with it.
Yeah, right there, right hand, if Bernard just pulled the trigger, right there, right hand.
Right hand by Hopkins sneaked in.
But this is what I mean when I said earlier, how you're beaten before you even get in the ring. Because you're saying to yourself, we're going to do this, but Bernard is so crafty, he might counter, he might do this, he might do that. So you start to overthink.
And I think what you have to do against this type of an opponent, which is what we saw Chad Dawson do, although he had the physical tools, is you have to try to muscle him. Throw him around. So there's the shoulder roll that Hopkins has at the tying up, and he's hitting on the break and getting under Shumanov's skin.
Fake.
So many tricks that he has. But you bring up something interesting about fighters being intimidated. You know, you can be intimidated by Tyson because of the power.
Right.
But to be intimidated by a crafty guy is something that doesn't usually happen.
Well, that just, it only means that you are not completely confident in what it is you can do. When I was boxing, I was confident that no matter what I did, it was going to work. I didn't worry about if he had something offset.
Round 3 underway.
And in between rounds, Brother Nazim said, you already see it, you just got to trust it. I like Brother Naz as a trainer. I think he's very intelligent when it comes to tactical. But don't talk cold. You see it, you got to trust it. You see what? That's what I tell my you see what?
Right.
If it's not confirmed, if you don't know what I see, don't assume I see it.
I think he was talking about the right hand.
Okay, say that. You see the right hand? I say yes, then say, okay, trust it. But don't just say, I see you see it, so trust it.
Double jab here by Hopkins.
Shumanov is, I think, trying to get to the head of Bernard, and it's just not going to happen.
So look where he has his left hand. You can't set a trap against Hopkins. He's seen everything.
He's seen everything, and he has done everything.
And now he's retreating here, and Shumanov's already complaining to the referee. He gets nailed by Hopkins.
Right. In this pace here, Hopkins loves. If he got to fight 30 seconds to round, so be it.
Well, what we had there was Shumanov talking to the referee and Hopkins nailing him. And that captures the mystique of Hopkins perfectly. Get you talking to yourself, get you talking to the referee, diverting your attention, and he nails you.
Nice right hand to the body by Hopkins.
The jab by Hopkins.
Hopkins, nice jab. He steps off and then stops and pops a jab.
The jab by Shumanov scores. Hopkins waiting. What will he do next? Grazing jab.
Hopkins is moving predominantly to his right. Shumanov, for the life of me, throw a left hook. Stop him. Force him to go left. If you allow, Crabtree got to go to the right.
So round 3 belongs to Hopkins. As we start round 4, Bernard Hopkins taking on Beibut Shumanov, defending his title.
And Shumanov, in order to turn this around, because once you give Bernard that confidence and rhythm, it's going to be a long night. So Shumanov has to, when Bernard go to move left, force Bernard right. Or vice versa.
Action here by Hopkins. 3rd in overall championship rounds in boxing history. Emil Griffith had the most. Abe Attell. And here is Hopkins. Good short right hand by Hopkins. And I mentioned before, in his title fights, Hopkins, his opponent, had over 1,000 victories. So he has dismantled some very good guys. Destroyed a lot of careers. Jermaine Taylor never the same. Kelly Pavlik never the same.
That's more or less the end of Kelly Pavlik after Bernard.
Okay. Antonio Tarver never the same. All three of those names held title bouts. Short right hand by Hopkins.
Yeah, now he's standing in front of Bernard.
Now Hopkins able to shake and bake with him here and move. Shumenov has had a little bit of the deer in the headlights look.
And see, Bernard is getting him used to seeing him move. So watch, Bernard moves, then he'll stop and he'll punch out him. Like that.
Break, don't punch, let him go, don't punch. Fight.
Good jab by Hopkins.
But I saw that right hand as being the key from Bernard. And if I saw it, and this is the 4th round, obviously Shumenov have yet to pick it up or see it.
Shumenov just not able to get near Hopkins. Gets a grazing right hand in there, but Hopkins can see everything coming from him and anticipates it, so when he doesn't like what's going on, he ties him up.
Let him go. Let him go. Fight. Time.
Hard straight right hand is the jab, so Bernard Hopkins in his element against a guy who holds the title belt but looks inexperienced coming in against him.
Let him go.
Yeah, he certainly looks very, very green and inexperienced. You know, he's a world champion, but only 15 fights and he's fighting a master. Craftsman.
Tie each other up.
Now he's going to get desperate.
Adonis Stevenson, Bernard, Kovalev, Shumenov, and Jorgen Bramer, the names in the 175-pound division. Right hand lead by Hopkins.
Break. Let him go, Bernard. Don't have him. Let him go.
Waiting for him to punch.
Fight.
Right there, look at Shumenov. He's standing in front of Bernard. Left hand down. Been getting hit with right hands all night. And he got his left hand down. Very, very amateurish.
Hopkins could have sent him an invitation about that lead right-handed guy. And still scored with it. He is
Again, there comes
so
a
good
time,
at picking that up.
Right. There comes a time where pick your hand up. You're getting hit by right hands repeatedly. Pick your hand up.
The right hand again by Hopkins.
But I can guarantee you, when they get separation, Shumenov's left hand going to be still. Look at that.
Here's Hopkins leaning to the right.
But not only is Bernard having success with the right hand, Shumenov is just following him around.
Opens up the left hook. Anything Bernard Hopkins wants to do.
Because Shumenov is following him with his hands down.
Break. Don't punch. Let him go,
You know
Bernard.
what? They should take his belt from him just for being as stupid as he is tonight.
Yeah, you want to get it back, you have to go and do something.
He picked up his left hand. Oh, wow. I got excited for nothing.
He has no strategy here. And there's the right hand lead again by Hopkins.
Break. Don't punch. Let him go. Fight.
And he made this, up to this point, Very easy for Bernard.
One of the easiest fights we've ever seen Hopkins in.
Time!
Bernard Hopkins is taking Beibut Shumenov to school.
And I know the viewer sitting there saying, Bernard throwing the right hand, so how come Shumenov is not countering? Because watch, every time Bernard lands the right hand, he falls in. He falls all the way in. So that's his defense.
There's that lead right hand again by Hopkins. Quick, short one.
He got no defense. All he do is swing big and try to intimidate me. He's not real, X, I'm telling you. He a fraud.
Hopkins pounding his chest, something we don't usually see from him.
He's
I
having
think
fun.
he's excited about what he's doing in this fight.
Look, Bernard is stepping right. Now he's right in front of Shumenov, and Shumenov does nothing. Go a jab. Go a feint. Do something.
And as he throws something, he gets hit because he threw the wrong shot.
Hey, don't slow him, please. Fight.
That's why you have to jab your way in. But look how exasperated he looks, and look how tired he looks. Shumenov.
But look at his left hand. I feel like getting up there in between rounds slapping him.
Watch those feet, guys. Watch those feet.
But right in front of Bernard, left hand down, and he does nothing. Now Bernard is slowly pushing backwards.
The hook gets in by Hopkins. Double jab by Hopkins.
So look at it. He don't even realize Bernard is pushing him backwards because he's doing it so sudden. So look at Shumenov. He's going backwards. Not even realizing it.
Jab gets in by Hopkins.
And Bernard knows his distance. He has that space where he can punch. He's throwing those long shots. And Shumenov is just waiting to get hit. That's what he's doing.
Look where that left hand is now. He's just sitting there.
And Bernard hasn't really turned the right hand over either.
Left hook gets in by Hopkins and the right hand scores. Thought about the bolo. Comes back. This is the easiest fight that Bernard Hopkins has had probably in a decade to this point.
Step right, Shumenov does nothing. He's allowing him to step and maneuver any way he wants. And Shumenov is trying to throw hard shots. He should not throw hard
Come on,
shots.
don't hold him. Don't
Just
break,
let your hands
don't
go.
punch, don't punch. Back up,
Tap
baby.
him if you have to. Just let your hands go.
Fight.
So we are halfway through a familiar story.
Time.
Hopkins on top. And brother Nassim Richardson in the corner of Bernard Hopkins actually imploring him to finish the fight.
Yeah, step it up and get the knockout. And why not? Because he's able to land one right hand, throw the left hook and right hand again behind it. Combinations, he could probably get Shumenov out of here.
One of the few times we've heard that from Richardson over the years, as Hopkins has been engaged in fights against guys that he has to outlast, let them get tired, and then he decisions them. But this has been a gliding effort.
Let him go, baby. Baby, you're holding. Let him go.
Doing everything he
Break,
wants,
break,
and
Shumenov
playing
no
into
punching
it.
when I say hold, okay? All right. Fight.
And you would think there would be some urgency on the part of Shumenov, but it hasn't been yet. He's still looking to throw one punch.
And that's what happens when a guy beats you to the punch. Jab here by Hopkins. The timing has been good for Hopkins. Makes you reset. Then the right hand lead by Hopkins.
Let him go,
So
don't punch,
unconventional, but it catches Shumenov.
Fight.
He threw 3 stiff jabs. Shumenov stood in front of him, so he decided to throw a right hand. And Shumenov not only standing right in front of him, he's walking straight in.
He's not throwing. But there's no chance for the hook right there. Doesn't throw it, and he gets nailed with the right hand.
Break, break, break. Don't punch, don't punch, don't punch, don't punch. Fight.
Now comes in with his hands down low again, and the jab was far out. Could not get in.
You know, Bernard is just allowing him to use his aggression against himself, shooting off that end. Bernard just allowing him to come in. Every time he come in and throw a little jab, Bernard either pops him with a jab or throws a right hand.
As he did against the likes of Tavares Cloud recently.
Fight.
Guy was tall, younger, and just out of gas by the end of the fight. Left hook by Hopkins. Round 7 is history.
Time!
Taking on Beibut Shumenov. Dave Bontempo and Brian Adams with you at the Armory in Washington, D.C. Hopkins and Beibut Shumenov, both title holders at 175 pounds. One fighter 19 years older than the other. And he's the one doing all the damage.
And it's strange because, I mean, obviously I'm sitting here.
Break, don't punch, don't punch, don't punch. Let him go, Bernard. Bernard, let him go.
But I can see every time he's about to throw his right hand. And Shumenov just haven't picked up on it. Here's a guy who had extensive amateur career, went to the Olympics, world champion. Certain things you need to pick up on.
That guy's had 5 successful title defenses as well, not even just a brand new champion.
When Bernard turns his shoulder, right, dips his shoulder right, he's about to go the right hand. But when he stays on an acute angle, he's going to do nothing but jab.
And if you're fighting above your Shumenov,
You got to
pop 2 jabs in there to start with. You'll make him reload.
But now at least Shumenov is trying to throw hooks, trying to keep Bernard keep his right hand up high for defense.
Break, don't punch, don't punch. Let go, let go.
Throw hooks.
Fight.
He can't get away from him.
See, I don't like this standing there just doing nothing. No, I don't mind that.
Now let the clock tick.
Yeah.
Right hand by Hopkins scores. Left hook by Shumenov.
Got nothing but air to him.
Jab, and there's a right hand by Hopkins.
And still, Bernard is controlling the movement. He's controlling the output of punches. They call that range image, don't they?
Yeah, and they don't usually reward it, but they do in his case. He's the general, all right. He's in charge of this one. We head into round 9, and Bernard Hopkins conducting a clinic against Beibut Shumenov. Hopkins is 54, 6, and 2. Shumenov 14 and 1. They both hold light heavyweight championships.
So now Shumenov is starting to cut the ring off somewhere.
Well, he really might as well go for broke. He's had 8 rounds of Hopkins timing him. Might as well try a different speed. Try swarming and see what happens.
I still don't like how that left hand is on the ceiling. He hasn't had enough right hand.
He's eaten quite a few of those.
Here come a right hand.
Hopkins waiting.
Break. Break. Let him go, Bernard.
He turns his shoulder right. He's going to throw the lead right hand.
Good right hand lead by Hopkins, and then a good strong right hand. And the jab by Hopkins. Shumenov trying to cut off the ring, but not throwing when he gets close.
Yeah, I really don't think he knows how to cut the ring off. Yes, he has had success with former world champions, Montel Griffin, Byron Mitchell, William Joppy, but they were old, they were fake at the point when he fought them. So he didn't have to really be creative and cut the ring off.
Shumenov unable to get anything started. There's the jab by Hopkins. Has his chance here. He's got Hopkins moving away. This one he should leap in. He's tired too. You take a look at where that left hand is. Maybe he's too tired to operate normally with it.
That left hand has been all night. Where he has been standing right in front of Bernard, just waiting to get hit.
10th round action. Bernard Hopkins, ageless wonder of boxing, 49 years old.
And see, when you have a matchup like this, let's compare this to the Peter Quillen matchup. You know, Peter was boxing, but winning. Whether you expect a knockout from him or not, he was winning. He was boxing. But they booed. Whereas Bernard, they came in expecting to see an artist. You know, paint the picture, round after round, you see a different image. And at the end of the night, you're going to see the complete picture. So the crowd is appreciative of Bernard.
And, you know, it's for what he's done. It's for him being 49 and turning back the clock. And being able to dismantle, thoroughly dominate guys with good records and guys who have title belts. He doesn't fight bums.
No, listen, he's fighting who they put in front of him.
And what they always put in front of him is somebody with a belt, because he won't fight unless that's at stake. So it's all been top-level guys, and he makes them appear frustrated, and he makes them look amateurish. A guy that likes to fight you in close.
Right, he engages. It's not as if he's giving you a bunch of lateral movement. He engages with guys.
He follows whatever mistake you've made and turns that into his strategy. And in this case, with Shumenov carrying a low left hand throughout this fight, then the Hopkins right hand over the top became a big part of the game plan.
And all Shumenov needs to do is throw a quick double left hook. Because every time you throw one hook, Bernard catches and fires. Quickly throw a double hook.
Hopkins with a small edge in power punches landed, but a high edge in power punch percentage. Landed about half of his punches that are not jabs, showing that he has his distance down perfectly and has good proximity to Shumenov when he fires.
I see Bernard just waiting for that counter right hand.
Time!
To round 11 we go. It has been the Bernard Hopkins Clinic.
I was going to take a wild gamble guess here. Shumenov going to stand in the ring with his hand down, left hand down, Bernard going to throw some right hand. And then clean.
We talked about some of the things Hopkins does. What has he done tonight most as Shumenov tries to come on over that has shown you his throwback status?
Well, he's been able to, as always, remain consistent. Take what is given to him. Shumenov gives him right hands, he's taking it. He's not trying to do anything above what he should be doing. And that's
big shot. It opens up and the knockdown.
5, 6, 7, 8. How you feel?
Big bomb from Hopkins. He rarely stops, guys, but I think tonight it's there in front of him.
But look at that left hand of Shumenov. Just got knocked down, didn't he?
It should be, if you're not able to do something, either grab to survive or put that hand up.
No, I don't think he knows how to hold on.
Well, Hopkins wants to land another big shot. There's
Nice
a left
left
hook
hook.
by Hopkins. A right hand. Big left hook by Hopkins.
And Bernard can certainly get the knockout if he commits.
The B-hop
Break. Let him go.
turning into a crescendo now. The crowd would love to see the rarity of rarities, a knockout from Hopkins.
If Bernard commits, he can get the knockout this round.
Good hook by
See,
Hopkins.
just one punch though. Bernard need to put them together.
He's going to the spot where the left hook by Shumenov is sure to follow. And then he can pop the right hand over that.
Come on, punch out. Break. Don't punch. Break.
Shumenov exasperated and fatigued, totally gassed. Hopkins mentioned, come on over.
Yeah, he's just playing with him now.
Yeah, he's been toying with him for a while. The big example of it there is Hopkins
Oh, nice right hand by Shumenov.
gets reminded that the other guy is here. Okay, the final rounds. And what has been an exceptional performance for Bernard Hopkins against Beibut Shumenov.
And then, you know, people ask the question, why is Bernard still fighting when he's 49? This is why he's having fun.
Having fun, and
And he's winning.
nobody can convince him via their performance to get him out of the game. So he gets more fans. The older he gets, the more the idea of watching the oldest fighter try to extend that streak. Occupies that rare spot in the hearts of fans, being the oldest. So every time he fights, it's an extension of that. And how about if he fights right around the time he's 50?
You're right, he's become more or less a franchise on the East Coast now. When he fights, you're coming to see what he's going to do tonight.
Good hook by Hopkins, jab, body shot by Hopkins.
Break. Let him go, let him go. Back up. Don't punch when I say break, please.
We'd love to close the show. This is the easiest fight Hopkins has had
You're not
in
even
a
breathing
long
right.
time. And the B-Hop champ. really taunting him, daring him to come in and land the shot. And Hopkins scores with a hook.
Break, break. Let him go. Don't punch, don't punch. Let him go. Let him go, Bernard.
49-year-old toying with the 30-year-old.
But you know what? If you're Shumanov, toying fine, you can deal with it. But toying and beating you.
Break, break. Fight.
Shumanov haven't been in this fight one single second.
And he came in with a belt.
No hold him, no hold him. Break, 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 break. Let him go, let him go. Right.
And Bernard let him off the hook, to be honest. Because he could have got a knockout this round.
Jab by Hopkins here.
Well,
Shoulders come together.
Don't hold him.
Uppercut by Hopkins.
Shumanov shook his head no, but I hit another hand.
Left hook by Hopkins.
Break, break. Don't punch, don't punch. Break, let him go, be back. Fight.
Shumanov tonight, or Shumanov, could not get to Hopkins. And one of the finest outings we've seen from Hopkins, and probably, I think, the easiest fight he's ever had since the Tarver fight in 2006.
Well, Tavares Cloud was a pretty easy walking partner. That Bernard played with beat on.
Because I pray to Allah for my forgiveness.
And the way he looks tonight, it won't be the last.
They're still drawing a little bit.
No, I had to do that to get you off.
I think Shumanov is complaining he beat me too bad.
12 rounds of action. We have a split decision.
Wow.
Judge ringside, Dave Moretti scores the bout 116 to 111, Bernard Hopkins. Judge Gustavo Padilla sees the bout 114 to 113, Beirut Shumanov. And judge at ringside, Jerry Roth sees the bout 116 to 111 in favor of the winner. He is now the unified light heavyweight champion of the world, Bernard the Alien Hopkins.
Wow.
No, listen.
They got the right verdict.
No, I've seen some
score.
wild decisions in my days. I have. This is not a wild decision. I mean, you never assign this guy to judge again, ever again. Amazing.